Media! Hello, welcome once again to the Weekly Update, the show where we update you on everything that's happening in the gaming industry over the last week. And we read out your comments, and you guys get to guess what's in my cup. That's right, what's in my cup? Jay!
Yeah.
How's it going?
Alright.
Good, what's been happening in the week of gaming then?
So we start with what was originally a leak, but then was officially confirmed today, and that is Shadow of the Tomb Raider is a thing, which we knew about years ago when someone left it open on a laptop screen.
Oh yeah.
But it got an official reveal today with the trailer and the release date of September 14th.
Oh nice.
Yes.
Wow, that's soon.
Yeah. Not only that, it's coming straight away to Xbox One, PS4 and PC.
Oh, no timed exclusive this time.
No, so the Microsoft deal has ended.
Yes, yeah. Much controversy was surrounding that the first time it happened.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, it's coming to all platforms September 14th, and so the trailer's out. It's the end of the trilogy of the how she became a Tomb Raider thing. Yeah.
So I guess, I mean, to be fair, I guess it's going to be more of the same then?
From the trailer, it looks like it. It's only teaser one, so it hasn't really shown much. It's shown a couple of flashes of people in a jungle and then her climbing a pyramid. So it's like, make of that what you will. But
pyramids. Excellent. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. New Tomb Raider to play in September.
Yes.
Excellent.
There's also rumours of a new Splinter Cell game.
Really?
Yeah.
Sam Fisher returns?
Yes.
Oh.
It's only because I think Amazon posted a listing of Splinter Cell 2018 and it quickly went away again. Yeah, for once it's not Target.
Yeah.
So we could be getting a new Splinter Cell game.
That'd be pretty awesome. I kind of wish that they would get Michael Ironside back to do the voice again.
Yeah.
So, if you're watching, please, and you have the power, please call Michael Ironside because he is awesome.
Yeah.
And he is the voice of Sam Fisher, let's face it.
Yeah.
When they changed it and they got the new guys to do it, I was just like, yeah, this might look like Splinter Cell, but it doesn't feel or sound like Splinter Cell.
No, and if they do bring it back to the originals, the old ones where they had all the environmental interaction and stuff, that was a lot cooler. But if we're going to hear anything, let's be honest, it's going to be E3.
Yeah.
Before we hear any solid information about that.
Do you know who's developing it? Or is that... where's this leak come from?
It literally just come from Amazon.
Oh, okay.
I presume, I can't remember the name of the studio which developed the old ones, but I'm assuming it's going to be there still.
Okay.
However, on the E3 front, Microsoft have dated their E3 presentation for the 10th of June.
Okay.
So it's quite soon, and not only that, they're not actually having it in the LA arena like they normally do. They're having it in their own venue outside, and they're promising it's going to be the biggest one they've ever done.
Oh, really?
But the last couple have been lackluster.
Yeah.
They've focused a lot more on games and getting people in to make games this year. So I'm actually quite excited for what Xbox might be revealing. Yeah, they've done their console shenanigans. All that is out and about. Everyone wants to know games. And I think we're going to get it this year.
Well, I kind of hope so. I mean, they've given us like the most powerful console on Earth, and it would be nice to have something to play on it.
Use it for,
Yeah, so, yeah, that actually might be quite exciting. I hope they have lots of stuff to announce, but I don't know. The cynical side of me just says...
It's going to be more of the same.
And rubbish.
Yeah. Might be, there might be another console they're bringing out. Who knows? An upgrade to the Xbox One X or something.
Stop!
Yeah. But yeah, so June 10th, it's it's going to come around pretty quick. I'm quite excited for E3.
Yes.
Moving on to Nintendo now.
Hey.
The Nintendo Labo, we all know is coming out next month, and they've revealed a new side to it, which is the Garage.
I saw this video earlier. Yes.
So you can effectively use the game or the software that comes with it to make your own creations.
Yeah, it looks quite basic. It's like basic level of like programming. Like when you do this happens, kind of thing, and it's all connected with nice little lines, flowcharty kind of stuff, and you can make the Labo stuff do what you want, and it kind of leaves you open to kind of make your own cardboard creations as well. Doesn't it?
And that's really cool because that's the start, and then we all know what the community is capable of and what they're going to create. I'm really looking forward to seeing what is going to be created with it. But
they're going to make some impressive stuff.
Yeah, but it also shows how diverse it is and what we could possibly get in the future. So what we've seen at the moment is really only scratching the surface of what it is actually capable of doing.
I think I said last week, didn't I? that like this could really open up a scope that it will let you know that your Switch is capable of doing far more than you initially expected. Yeah, so, yeah, it's exciting. I can't wait to see what people do with Labo.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Very cool.
It's out next month, so that is really soon.
Yes.
There was rumours. Moving on, there was rumours of the Spyro the Dragon trilogy being revealed today. Yeah, I've heard nothing yet. So I don't know. And it was from a few sketchy sources on Facebook. Let's be honest.
No solid leads there, AJ.
No, but who knows? It still might appear. However, Geralt has been confirmed for Soul Calibur 6.
Nice.
The first time he's featured outside of a Witcher game.
That's cool. That's cool. So what is he? But is he a DLC character?
No, he's going to be bundled with the game. So Soul Calibur's always had this thing where they have an extra character. So Ezio, Yoda, Darth Vader.
That's right. But it depended on which platform you
had it on. Yeah.
Is that the same?
At the moment, they've only said Geralt is a playable character, and The Witcher is multi-platform, so it's not as if he's going to be locked to a certain one. Like, so Kratos was in one of the old ones.
Gotcha,
and he was on the PlayStation version. So at the moment, he's the only other character they've announced, but that should be pretty cool.
Yeah. You looking forward to Soul Calibur?
I am. Are you a Soul Calibur guy? I do quite like them, but admittedly, I think the last one I played was maybe 2. On the original Xbox.
That's a while ago, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I do remember I really enjoyed it, but I just haven't picked up another one since.
Oh well, maybe this is a chance for you to get back into it then.
Yeah. So yeah, look out for Geralt in Soul Calibur 6.
Nice.
There's been some new mobile games announced recently as well, and they're not just any old mobile games. I'm talking PUBG and Ark.
Yeah. And Fortnite.
And Fortnite as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't leave Fortnite out.
I like, great. But it just kind of highlights to me that they're mobile games punching above their weight. That's what they always have been. They're just these faddy little multiplayer, cheapo, plonko, they'll run on anything kind of game. And it's not really something that I'd say is special to consoles or anything like that, or PC. It's just a crummy game. It's a time waster. And there's a lot of controversy going around at the moment with those games, like how kids are getting carried away and spending way too much money on especially things like Fortnite, where you can easily just start dropping money on stuff. Mm-hmm. Friends of ours, Barry from the Retro Shed, recently had an incident with his own son with Fortnite. He racked up quite an impressive bill.
Yeah, I know people that are asking, who've got kids, and their kids have been asking them for when they're getting their pocket money because they want to buy a new suit on Fortnite, and it's just no, you don't waste your money on that
wasting,
stuff.
Yeah. And I just think having these games put on mobile platforms, it's just going to be even harder for kids to regulate, for parents to regulate their kids. Because, I mean, if you think about it, parents with their kids, you walk into your kid's bedroom, they've got a big TV with the console going, then it's quite easy to say, right, you've had enough of that now. But a mobile phone, that's so much harder to regulate, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea.
No.
But I'm just an old guy that is not in touch with the way things work nowadays, so yeah.
So Fortnite's coming soon. Android PUBG is available now on Android if you live in Canada.
Oh,
you can download the beta and play it now.
Fair enough.
And it will be rolling out to the rest of the world soon with an iOS release. Ark is only available on iOS at the moment in beta, but it's coming to Android and it'll be a full release in the spring. What I like about Ark, though, Ark is quite a huge game, and I was wondering how they're going to bring it to mobile. And it sounds like the only thing that suffered a little bit is the graphics, because obviously a phone's never going to compete with a computer. But you've got the single player maps, you've got the multiplayer maps, up to 50 people on a single server still, all the crafting, dino taming, tribe making, it's all there still. So as far as mobile games go, it's pretty impressive.
They have come on leaps and bounds, I will admit.
Yeah.
But I think there's a time and a place for handheld gaming. It's just not it. I don't know. I think it's just a case of those kind of games, for me anyway, it's kind of it's a big screen thing. If you're going to play it, play it on the big screen, like in your house. Like, are you really going to play PUBG on the bus? I mean, I guess some people will.
Yeah, everyone would, I think. That's into the PUBG craze, and even Fortnite as well.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
Interesting. If you like that sort of thing, Let us know in the comments below what you think about Fortnite, PUBG, and what was the other one? Ark appearing on mobile phones.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Lastly, I just wanted to speak about Days Gone.
So,
the PS4 exclusive zombie / Sons of Anarchy game, zombies and bikes basically, has been delayed into next year.
Yeah, I have a theory about that. I'm pretty... Like, there's a lot of zombie games floating about at the moment. People aren't too hot on them, and what with the imminent release of State of Decay 2, the recent kind of horrible release of Metal Gear Survive.
Yes.
Do we need another zombie game where you're surviving in a wasteland and etc.? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe not.
So maybe they're pushing it back to give people some breathing space from the zombie genre
before they throw more zombies in your face. Yeah. So, but I mean, the concept does look good, and it basically looks like The Last of Us with zombies, and it does look really cool. But I read an article last week, and it was saying that you don't see any information about Days Gone until an E3 conference or a PlayStation experience where they just show you a pre-rendered cutscene or a bit of gameplay, which you can tell has been really heavily scripted, which leads me to think, is there actually a game yet?
Well, Jay, I don't know, because at the end of the day, the same could be said, even less so, for the Resident Evil 2 remake.
Oh god, yeah.
So I think the fact that we know that there is a game and there is something there and there's kind of a visual representation of what people can expect from it,
it's still more than Resi 2.
And it's still something that you can look at and think, yeah, okay. Obviously they're holding their cards close to their chest, but they're saying that this is what the game's going to be like. But yeah, maybe there's a reason they haven't released full gameplay footage yet, because perhaps it is still scrappy around the edges that only something like a pre-rendered video can just tidy up for the sake of advertising. So, I don't know. I'm not too worried about it, and I think the major reason for the delay is timing more than the game's not ready.
Yeah, could be, or they're just delaying it to polish it, which is fine in my books. Like Final Fantasy VII, for instance, they've delayed the release of that again because they've hired more staff to come in and make it better.
Yeah,
which is great. I would happily wait another year for a game that comes out finished and it's great, than one that comes out I'm looking forward to is rubbish and then never gets talked about ever again.
And then the community shits on it for months because it's not been finished. Everyone gets their knickers in a twist, and the developers just pull out of it.
Yeah.
If like, I know we keep bringing this up, but Mass Effect Andromeda, if they'd just taken the time to finish that before release, none of the backlash would have happened. People would most likely be happy with Mass Effect Andromeda. It would have been nice to play, and no one would have worried about it. But the fact they released it unfinished, broken, scrappy all around the edges, it killed the franchise. So it just goes to show that even releasing something that's not quite finished with the promise of finishing it can cause enough backlash to make the developers realise, oh, we can't recover from this.
Yeah.
So they just ditch it.
Yeah, and it just gets forgot about, and that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm more than happy to wait. But let us know in the comments your thoughts on it. Are you looking forward to it? Have you forgot about it already, or are you worried about it?
Yeah, let us know down below.
Yeah. Speaking of which, it leads on to the next part.
Okay, we've reached the part of the show where we read out your comments from last week's show, and we've had quite a few, haven't we, Joe?
We have. We'll try and get through them as quick as we can.
Let's go. Who's our first commenter, Joe?
Cuckus Nerdy Corner.
Hey, how's it going?
Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo Switch. Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo Switch. Yeah, you get the idea.
Right, he's shouting that a lot.
Screw games like Call of Duty, Black Ops 4, or The Division 2. No one cares. Yes, so this comes on the back of the Nintendo Direct that went out last week.
Yeah.
After we'd recorded this.
Our show.
So we couldn't speak about them. The only games we had to go on were The Division 2 and Black Ops 4, which, admittedly, not great. But Super Smash Bros. On the Switch.
Yeah, I mean, I am excited, I guess.
Ooh. That didn't sound like excitement to me.
No, I don't know. I played the last Smash Brothers on the Wii U, and I just wasn't that bothered by it.
Okay.
I'm not that fussed. I mean, I think it's great for if you've got a load of people around your house.
Yes.
And you all decide to have a bash on it, then it's great. It's like Super Smash Brothers is best played couch co-op.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or couch competitively in a party. That's great. But it's like when you're playing it online or whatever, or nah, not interested. And it's not often we all get together and have a bash on Super Smash Brothers. So I don't know. I'm not that bothered about it, but the fact that it's more portable on the Switch, that might change that.
Meet a friend that's got a Switch and he takes his 2 Joy-Cons out. You got your 2. You got 2 mates with you. So the 4 of you just playing on one screen with the 4 Joy-Cons.
Yeah, I think that might work.
It could be pretty cool. Yeah. But again, it requires a lot of people to get together and play on your own. Yeah, it's probably not that great.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Osnock's next.
Osnock,
you're my favourite channel.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
You're our favourite subscriber.
Yeah. There's another 500,000 people just going,
"Aw." We like all of you, really. Yeah. You're all our favourites.
Yeah, but thanks for your comments.
Cheers, thank you.
Krusty Juggler, UK.
Hey, how's it going?
Have I missed a Project Level update?
Ah, right, yes. I think someone replied to that.
They did reply. It was Osnock.
Hey, thank you for that. Yes, it was delayed because obviously the bad weather. Nate couldn't make it round a couple of times, and we had a few problems with my computer mainly. So had a few technical setbacks. We did record everything we need for the update video. However, we've decided that we're not going to put it out just yet because we're trying to focus more time on actually developing the games, and the videos themselves are taking a lot of time to put those together. And with the viewing figures on them have declined quite a lot, so it kind of leads us to think that not that many people are that interested in watching it at this stage. So we figured we'd just slow those down whilst we continue working on the games. But game work is still continuing full on. You know, it's all good. It's just we're not filming it as much. But that being said, the one that you've missed is done. But we're just biding our time for a little bit before we release that. But watch this space. So sorry to disappoint you about that.
Yeah, but that's answered your question at least, yes. Anyway. So you haven't missed one. Don't worry. Yeah. It's still coming. So thanks for your comment.
Cheers.
Kristen Toy.
Hey, how's it going?
Has Jay got a sample jar? In reference to what was in my cup.
You had the jar last week.
Yeah,
didn't
I did.
You?
Yeah, it was a funny colour. I think if mine was that colour, I'd have to go see a doctor, I think.
Yeah.
So no. Brendan has the same, but sugar-free.
No, it wasn't that, actually. It wasn't. You had orange squash, didn't you?
Yes.
And I had something that I'll tell you in a bit. But don't forget, what's in this one.
Yeah. Keep guessing. And by the way, Trump knows nothing.
Yeah, no, Trump does know nothing. He's awful. Awful man.
Andy M.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, Mog. Guessing it's orange squash in your cup.
Well, it was orange squash in Jay's cup.
Yes.
Not in mine. Sorry about that.
As for gaming news, saw we're getting Super Smash Bros. On the Switch. What character would you want in the game, and will you be getting the game on release?
I think we've answered this before, haven't we?
I think someone
asked
answered.
us what would be your characters that you'd want in a Super Smash Brothers game.
Yeah.
I think I said Bayonetta, didn't I? But I think she actually is in Smash Brothers now.
She's in the Wii U version, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember who I said.
Or did I say Bayonetta? I don't know. I can't remember what I said, but if I was to choose a character now to go in it, Quiet from Metal Gear Solid. From Metal Gear 5 even.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Can you imagine you could go like invisible? And,
that would be a pretty cool character.
And you could like hum and it would distract someone. I don't know. That would be pretty cool. Yeah.
The character that springs to my mind, which would be good, a good fit, is actually in one of the comments later on. So
okay. Hold off.
I'll wait till we get to that.
All right.
P.S. As for the games, of problem talk, if parents are complaining about violent games, maybe they shouldn't buy them for underage gamers. For instance, I saw a mom wanting a game banned, and the game was 15 rated, and her son was only 10.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? I think the ERSB ratings are not followed by parents.
No.
I mean, if you're a parent and it says 18 plus on the box, don't buy it for your 10-year-old. It's quite simple. If you're not going to be happy with the content that they're going to be experiencing, that's what those age ratings are for.
Yeah.
And I think the problem is, especially in this country, we have obviously the BBFC ratings, don't we? So you have the age number in the red circle.
Yeah.
Or, so it's quite clear, and everybody knows those because everybody watches movies. Not everybody plays games, especially parents. So maybe they don't understand what the ERSB ratings are,
yeah,
or maybe they're not. I think the knowledge isn't there, and I think it needs to be brought more. Maybe they should, instead of making those stickers just grey with a number in it, maybe they should start making them brighter colours.
What they have.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, since changing to they use PEGI now for their ratings.
Yes, they do, don't they?
It goes from green to red. Green being 3, red being 18.
But really, I don't. Oh yes, I've literally just looked
you've
over.
Just clocked it there.
I've just clocked it. Okay, so they have changed it. Then.
So that's quite clear.
Yeah, that is quite clear. I mean, Jay, can you get that? Let's get that. Sorry about talking about yourselves. Yeah, see, now that is just a nice bright red 18 rating on there. Like, don't buy that for your kid. Don't do it. It's got guns in it. It's got violence in it. It's got people shooting it. It says on the back.
They even say, they've even put it on the back now.
So there's a heavier description on the back. It says 18, and this one's got violence and bad language in it. So if you don't want your kid looking at violence or repeating bad words, don't buy them that game. Yeah. Quite simple. Just have to tell, just like you would say for an 18 rated movie, you've got to wait until you're older to play it, you know?
Crazy. I mean, it is that simple, and I know we can think back and think, well, when I was like 12 or 11, whenever it was that GTA 3 came out, I was playing that, but they weren't as realistic or as graphic or as
they are now.
Pushing the boundary as they are now.
Yeah, I think Grand Theft Auto 3, when I was younger, was probably the most violent thing that had come out in a long time.
Yeah, it was.
But it was kind of the next step up of, oh wow, that's actually getting quite intense now, you know. But I mean, before that, it was like Mortal Kombat. Was the most violent thing you'd ever seen. So I don't know. I mean, and I guess I'm not innocent either, because I was younger and watching 18 rated movies as well when I shouldn't have been. But I guess it's okay. Point is, if you're gonna let your kid watch those things, then you should expect that. I don't know. I think you need to teach your kid the difference, or it's like my dad let me watch 18 rated movies. He'd watch them with me, and he would explain how the things were done, how the special effects were done. Like when someone got shot and blood came out, it was like, oh, that's a little explosion, son, that is behind like a special effects kind of blood bag.
Yeah.
And it was all described to me in great detail. So it was kind of like, I understood that it was a theatre kind of, it's all make-believe kind of thing. But I guess, I don't know, you don't get that. Maybe not everyone does that. Or, like, do parents just literally buy Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare, and just hand it to their 10-year-old, not even looking at the box or what it entails, you know?
Yeah.
It's dangerous ground.
It is very dangerous ground.
Anyway, we could do a whole show based on age ratings and stuff like that.
Well,
but let's move on.
Thanks, Andy. Thanks for your comment. Autistic Genius next.
Hey, how's it going?
I would love a Portal and Portal 2 remaster. Yeah. These two are some of my very few games I've finished more than once.
Right.
I'm also very excited for God of War, but not the new PS4.
Not the the God of War PS4.
The God of War PS4, yes.
It doesn't look very good, does it?
If any game could have a console design, what would it be? I think Kingdom Hearts would be a great one. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts has got some very nice artwork.
Didn't they do
that? No, they haven't done a
you sure?
Kingdom Hearts limited edition.
Maybe it's in my brain. Maybe it's just, I don't know, weird fabricated memory. But I swear to God, I've seen a white PlayStation 4 with the Kingdom Hearts kind of logo in grey on the side of it.
I don't believe so.
Maybe I've just literally made that up.
You might have just made that up, or they might be revealing it soon with Kingdom Hearts 3. Who knows? You might have just predicted the future.
Predicted the future. Yeah, you heard it here first.
It sounds like the kind of lazy design that Sony do now, isn't it? It's
literally like just grey logo.
All this great artwork. What should we do? Make it white and put the logo on it. So yeah, I think Kingdom Hearts would make a very nice one.
Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2 would be pretty cool.
Or just Resident Evil in general, like, would be nice to have a Resi. Can you imagine? Because obviously, looking over there, I've got the Resident Evil 2 box. Can you imagine the black PS4 with the white zombie
at the
face on the side?
Yeah,
that would look cool.
That would be really awesome. Yeah,
get on it soon.
I'd go for something like that. For me, I think I'd have to steal your idea. I think Kingdom Hearts would be good, but if they used the proper artwork, so the collector's edition that I've got had all that, all that nice artwork. They could really do something with that. So yeah, that would be a pretty nice idea.
Nice.
P.S. You activated my Alexa. No, she wasn't. No,
she is listening. Not you.
Yeah.
I only send audio back to Amazon when I hear you say the wake word.
Yeah, I know.
More information.
Alexa, stop.
We forgot to turn it off again. So yeah, we activated yours, and you were worried that we're going to wake up your newborn baby.
Oh
so,
no! Yes,
congratulations on that one. Yeah, so. Yeah, that's really, really cool.
Yeah,
so
we'll talk quieter.
Yeah, we'll talk quieter.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
I hope you're all very well.
Yes.
Anyway, but thanks for your comment.
Yeah, thank you.
William C5233.
Hey, Will, how's it going?
Now, guys, you didn't set off my
Ali
because I turn it off around this time every night.
Right.
The games I had trouble getting a hold of was Bayonetta 2 on my Wii U and Fate Extella on PS4 and Vita.
Fate Extella?
Yeah.
Not heard of that.
Me neither. It took me months to get them. Saying that, Bayonetta 2, I struggled to get that. I was going to get the same collector's edition that he got, and then I couldn't get hold of one.
Yeah. Now they're quite expensive.
They are very expensive, so I'm quite gutted that I didn't manage to get hold of one of them.
Yeah, I picked up my copy of Bayonetta 2 first print edition, which came with a remastered physical first.
Yeah, both of them.
Both of the games in the boxes. I think I got it for like 67 quid when it came out.
Yeah, it was that cheap, but I just
now they're like 150.
I know. I ummed and ahed for so long.
Never and then
I just couldn't get one. Yeah.
Never when it comes to Nintendo.
The best thing to do is just pre-order it, and then if you change your mind last minute, you can always cancel it. But if you can't get them later on.
Yeah.
He also guesses that Vimto Blackcurrant was in your cup last week.
Ding, 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 ding. Yes, that is correct. It was Vimto. Absolutely 100% Vimto. But that's not what's in my cup this week.
No. So there you go, William C5233. You are correct, and you win
nothing. But a round of applause.
Yeah.
There we go. Lovely.
And thanks for your comment.
Cheers, thank you.
The Jerk at Work next.
Hey, how's it going?
The Division 2. There was a lot of tease there. Who gives a rat's ass? Sony design has been crap since the 90s. They need to hire some outside industrial graphic product designers ASAP.
Yeah. I think they should start outsourcing. You know, I can't remember. It was BlazBlue. They to do the cover art for the game box.
Yes.
They commissioned the internet basically to draw fan art, and they picked their favourite piece of fan art.
Wow.
To go as the box art. I think they should start doing more of that.
That would be really cool.
Because there's so many talented people around that can do artwork and stuff.
But you always see when a game comes out and they have box art, and then people do redesign it and put new pictures up online that are better.
Some of the fan created sleeve art is jaw dropping.
Yeah.
Seriously, you can go on Etsy stores and you can buy quite cheaply new sleeves for your games that fans have designed and made, and the artwork's just stunning, isn't it? So just check those out. If you want to jazz up your game boxes with some alternate fan created artwork sleeves, then they're out there.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. But yeah, I think they should do that.
Yeah.
There's also a bit of a rant here.
Oh, rant engaged.
I've heard the video games are violent and cause violence argument since I started playing games on the Atari 2600.
Yep.
It's utter, complete, total bullshit.
Yep.
There has never been any connection with kids playing video games, makes them violent, etc.
Yep.
This was a big topic in the late 80s, early 90s, and resulted in the ESA, ESRB, and PEGI systems.
Yeah, I think it's always been there. Just like the movie thing's always been there. Do you remember that terrible murder that happened here with James Bulger? Do you remember the little toddler that got led away by two kids?
Yeah, they were only kids themselves.
Yeah,
weren't they?
they were kids, and they killed him. But they said that they were recreating scenes from the Child's Play movie. You know, the one with the Chucky the doll.
Yeah.
And that movie got banned here for a fair number of years.
Yeah,
it actually got banned. Child's Play 2, I think it was. But they just outright banned it because the kids said that they did that. But of course, you can't blame the movies for it. But then who do you blame? Do you blame the parents for not checking out what their kids are watching? Do you blame the kids themselves for not having more common sense?
Yeah, it's the mental state of the person watching it. I think that's the only thing you can accredit it to, because millions of people have seen that film and they haven't done the same thing.
No, I suppose it's basically like whether or not you've got an impressionable mind, but then how do you identify that before you do it. I mean, that's kind of like what they're saying in America right now, aren't they? They're trying to. We should identify these people first.
And make it harder for
them to get guns.
Yeah.
Whereas instead of just making it harder for everyone
to get guns.
Because how do you decipher, like, you know, between someone that is impressionable and is likely to do something like that and someone that isn't?
Yeah. There's no way of checking. There is no way of checking.
Not without extensive and very expensive testing, I feel sure.
Yeah.
To determine that level of but in 10 years you may be psychotic enough to go and shoot up a bar. You know, how do you do that?
But it's still just as dangerous. Say you're living in a house and your dad's just bought a brand new automatic rifle. You can't get one because you're mentally unstable, yet you still got access to that gun because it's in your house because your dad was easily able to go out and buy it.
Yeah.
So because it's easy for other people to get them, these people still have access to them. The easy way is don't have them. Just ban them entirely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's people that just don't agree with that, and fair enough. Fair enough. We're not going to go into that.
No,
again.
we won't get into that. But yeah, so there is, you know, for some people, it's really clear what needs to be done,
and other people, it's not so clear at all.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and it's just one of them things that's going to continue happening, unfortunately.
And the same thing with movies, music, and video games. I'm pretty sure they're all going to still be blamed. For atrocities.
Yeah, it's always going to be the way.
Yep.
But thanks, Jerk at Work. Thanks for your comment.
Cheers, thank you.
Gracer,
how's it going?
Do you think the Nintendo Switch is getting too many ports? Also, Donald Trump is a twat. I just love how that came off the back of that question.
Lovely innocent question about Nintendo. Oh, and Donald Trump's a twat. Yeah. Yes, he is. I don't know. I mean, yes, it is getting a lot of ports, but do I think it's a bad thing? No, because it's a different way to play.
Yeah.
You can take it with you. Like, I mean, I had Doom on the PlayStation 4, but I rebought it on the Switch.
Yeah.
And I've played that way more because I've just got it in my bag. I get it out at work on my lunch break. I've even played it here. Sat on the sofa, not connected to the TV. I couldn't be bothered to set it up. I was just like, hey. And I think because it's a new and more accessible way to play the same stuff, I kind of prefer it.
Yeah, and I think it's good because a lot of people missed the Wii U. And the Wii U, okay, it was a pretty fouled console, but it had some pretty good games on it.
It did.
And I think for people to be able to play them now, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
And yeah, so other games which Nintendo, if you're solely Nintendo, have missed out on, Dark Souls, for instance.
Well, you see,
now it's coming to Switch.
I was just about to say, I know that Dark Souls Remastered came out for the PlayStation 4, but it's on the horizon for the Switch.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get the Switch version.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to get it on the PS4 because if I throw my controller, it's less expensive than throwing the Switch.
Yeah, it is quite frustrating.
Being honest.
No, I'd like to get it on the Switch, I think. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Pretty cool.
Or maybe I'll just get both.
Hey!
Oh!
No. But no, I don't think it's a bad thing. Yeah. I don't think it's getting... Okay, it's getting a lot, but I don't think it's getting too many, and I just think that it's going from strength to strength, which is good in my books.
Yeah, the Nintendo Switch is very strong, and it's continuing to do that, and I like all these ports and stuff like that because, yeah, they are kind of filling in the gaps between larger releases. So, yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It's good.
That's great, sir. Thanks for your comment. Maria next.
Maria!
Yes. One game that I couldn't find anywhere was Pokemon Crystal.
Oh, really?
After 2 weeks from its release date, I gave up and then I learnt of emulators. They see, I managed to get Crystal straight off the bat, so I was pretty lucky with that.
Right.
But then I remember going to probably it's like Tenerife or something like that, and they have them dodgy cartridges, and I got one which had Pokemon Silver, Gold, and Crystal all on one cartridge, and it was great. I mean, they obviously weren't genuine article; they were 99% great, but some of the words were a bit suspect,
questionable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have the laser printed box as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was great. I even picked up 100 games in one cartridge that had a little button on the cartridge that would reset it, so you could go back and choose from the probably 3 different type of games that were on it, but there was
just
100
repeated.
of them. Yeah. So I remember them days.
Yeah, good old days.
I would love a Nintendo Switch port of all of the Kingdom Hearts HD remix.
Oh, can you imagine
that
if
would
they
be
did that?
cool. A massive collection of 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8.
Wouldn't, yeah. But isn't it a Sony franchise, though?
It is a Sony franchise, however, the new one's coming out on Xbox too, so I think they're more open.
Maybe it will be on the Switch.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Well, no, actually, thinking about it, some of the old Kingdom Hearts chain of something.
Did it appear on the
It came out with Game Boy Advance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Game Boy Advance. And then they did Dream Drop Distance on the Nintendo 3D.
Okay, so they have crossed over every now and again. So, yeah, maybe they will come to the Switch.
Yeah, so that would be really cool.
Great idea.
Yeah, and as Kingdom Hearts 3 is running in Unreal Engine 4, wouldn't mind that on the Switch too.
Let's do it.
Yeah, and then the hashtag Sora for Smash, which brings me on to for Smash.
That's the character.
Sora would fit into that roster perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely.
The spinny keyblade attacks and everything.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, so maybe, you never know.
I've got my fingers crossed for all you Kingdom Hearts fans.
Yeah, that would be really cool. But thanks, Maria. Thanks for your comment.
Citronic.
Some is bad, not all. I think that's in reference to the title of
the video.
last week's video, so games are bad.
Trump says games are bad. Yes, not all games, just the bad ones.
Yeah, just the bad ones.
Yes. But it's like, I mean, sorry, going back to that.
Yes.
Trump saying some games are bad, violent games are bad. It's like, yes, Donald Trump, blame all the fictitious weapons for all the bad shit that happens in your country. That's a great way to solve it.
Yeah.
Let's ban all the virtual guns.
Yeah, ban the virtual ones, but keep the real ones just in case.
Yeah, because they don't kill people.
Just in case the virtual ones rise up. Saying that though, did you see the supercut of games that were shown at the actual meeting?
No.
It would basically focus on all the bad sides of gaming. It was just like, in your face, guns, death, boobs. That kind of thing.
Yeah, and then, no Minecraft.
No, and then someone...
Because there's guns in Minecraft.
Yeah, someone went away and created an alternate cut of how beautiful games can be with scenes from like Horizon Zero Dawn and like other games like that, which were really, really cool. So it's just like, focus on the negatives, people. Focus on the wrong things. But thanks, Tronic. Thanks for your comment. Christian Denning.
Hey!
So, Far Cry 5, does all this DLC and map editor stuff seem too good to be true, or have Ubisoft realised customer satisfaction is king?
Well, hopefully they have, but it's not the first time they've done map generation in Far Cry. It was available on the original Xbox.
Yes.
And obviously the old PC version. So they have done like map creation before. It's just kind of an elaboration and built upon, isn't it? Like, in with the modern versions. So yeah, it's something that they have done before, and they're just giving you more of what you love.
Yeah,
so.
And the DLC does look awesome. The main game looks awesome. If it's anything like 3 and 4, it's going to be great. So no, I'm quite looking forward to it. I think Ubisoft are off to they're going back up in my. Like, because the latest, I mean, I know you don't like Assassin's Creed, but the latest Assassin's Creed was
good.
Brilliant. Yeah, compared to all the others, it smashed them out the park. So
they're on the right track.
I think they're on the up and up.
Good.
So I like that.
Yeah,
but thanks, Christian.
Thank you.
Luke Scott.
Hey, how's it going?
Oasis Summer Fruits, he guessed.
No, it was Vimto.
Yeah, it was, unfortunately. P.S. Don't much care about Division 2 unless I see some big changes to it, like the combat and upgrades. We'll wait for reviews before diving back in. That's probably for the best.
That's definitely a safe bet.
Yeah.
Wait for the reviews.
Yeah, so I'm not much bothered about it either.
Nope.
Isaac Whelan.
Hey, how's it going?
Trump is everywhere. He needs to play a video game and see that it's fun. Leave gaming alone, Trump.
Yes.
If all games were in plain packaging like cigarettes, I think it would be good for getting the big AAA games to move over for the smaller titles.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. Kind of a level playing field for everything.
I don't know. I think that's becoming more and more the case, though, these days. With the indie the indie scene and the smaller developers are taking a lot of the spotlight.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they're getting physical releases now, and they're getting... highlighted on Steam, which is a big platform for games.
It shows that the small one-man developer can make it big. I mean, I just finished reading chapter 3 in Blood, Sweat and Pixels was all about Stardew Valley and that's creation.
Yeah, wow.
Fantastic chapter, a really interesting story of how that got made, it's just. You don't need a huge team, feck tons of money to make an absolutely stellar award-winning game, and if anyone's read that chapter, it's phenomenal. If you haven't read the book, go and get the book. It's really good. Blood, Sweat and Pixels, amazing.
Yeah,
highly recommend it. But yeah, I think it is coming to the point now where indie developers are getting a lot more respect than they did.
Oh hell yeah,
in previous years. So it's on the up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exciting. Thanks, Isaac. He also guessed that Robinson mixed fruit was in your cup, but we've gone through that. Unfortunately,
we do have Robinson's mixed fruit in the apartment, though.
Stay tuned. Phil next. I did like some things in The Division. Exploring a city frozen in time after a disaster was very atmospheric and immersing to me. The story bit was okay. But everything else, bullet sponges, Dark Zone, anything above tier 2, and the infuriating spawning enemies, The Division 2 needs to be so vastly improved to stand a chance.
I think it just needs to be less rinse and repeat for no reason. It all comes back to that. If you give the player something to care about, then it makes that so much more meaningful. Like, I mean, it's a city in disaster, but put some stuff in there that you could actually really sink your teeth into. A character that gets in trouble that you care about, that you need to get them out of a situation. You know, it's all about making you care about it, other than just go here and protect this box for 3 waves of enemies.
Yeah, well, there's like 100 other players running around doing their own thing. It kind of like, but
kind of just saps it away, doesn't it?
Yeah, I do agree though. The whole place looked really cool and it was very immersive and like really spooky being there. But
even after the graphical downgrade.
Yeah.
Ubisoft.
Yeah, and it looks great from underneath the floor.
Yeah.
But so yeah, they might learn their lesson. They might fall into the same trap. Who knows? But yeah, like we mentioned before, wait till it comes out. Wait for the reviews.
Yep.
And it might be in the bargain bin within a week.
Absolutely.
But thanks, Phil.
Cheers.
C-Rule 87.
C-Rule. So
bit of a story.
Oh.
Today, while taking a dump, I saw a gun in the corner of my bathroom trying to kill me.
Oh no.
But then I told him killing people was against the law.
Oh.
Upon which he felt embarrassed and went home.
I assume that's the whole that's a saying that guns don't kill people voluntarily.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, that's the problem. People are the problem.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That is our point. People are the problem. Stop giving them guns, because they do stupid things with them.
Quite simple, but
that's the thing.
Yeah. Thanks for your comment.
If your gun's in the bathroom, I mean, a lot of other people use the bathroom, and they might not be as sound-minded as you. They could take that gun and put holes in your tiles and everything.
Shoot up the sink. But yeah.
Cheers. Thank you.
For your comment. David McIntyre.
Hey, how's it going?
How do you feel about Nintendo's way of releasing collections of games to the Nintendo Switch? For example, Resident Evil Revelations comes in a cartridge, but the second game is a download code. I know they're expensive to produce, but collections like the Mega Man collection has no real excuse for not being in one cartridge.
Yep, totally agree. If you're going to release a special edition, collector's edition, then put both of them on physical. Case in point, I haven't bought it. I don't want it. Unless it's on cartridges, what's the point in having a collector's edition? It's like what we were talking about the other night, when they're releasing collector's editions with no game in them.
No game in them, yeah. You get the statue, the DLC, an empty steelbook case, and everything else, but you got to buy the game separate.
It's fucking bullshit. I'm sorry, but like, as a collector, someone that would spend money on this stuff, give me the fucking game.
Yeah.
I can't collect a code. That's not a collection. You can't call it a collector's edition if the thing that you want to collect is not in it.
Yeah, just all the gubbins is there instead.
Absolute bollocks.
Yeah.
Utter tosh.
Utter tosh. But no, I mean, for games like Resident Evil, again, I can understand it, because if they had to make it in 2 cartridges, it's going to be like 60 quid.
Well,
yes. For the game, so that was all right. But yeah, you said the Mega Man collection, that could probably fit all on one cartridge.
Yeah. Hopefully they will do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so having to download means you've got to go out and buy SSD cards, and if they start SD cards, and if they start releasing their own branded ones, then we know what game they're playing here.
Yeah.
But nah, it doesn't faze me too much at the moment.
No, but it definitely is. It influences my purchase. Well, I don't buy it.
Yeah.
If it's not on the cartridge, then I don't buy it.
Yeah. So there you go. That's our stance on it.
Yeah.
But thanks, David. Thanks for your comment. Next we have William Stitt, who says Vimto in the cup.
Hey, another one that got it right. Yeah. Well done. Congratulations. You've won absolutely nothing. No. Except for this round of applause.
Hey. Thanks for your comment.
Cheers, thank you.
Trance Emerson next.
Hey, how's it going?
While I disagree with him on the subject, it really doesn't matter what he thinks about games for me.
Trump.
Yeah. They say it doesn't really... I'm not really bothered. I don't care if he hates them or loves them. But with a man like that, with his power, he could stop
do
them
something
from happening.
About it. Yeah.
He could stop them from happening altogether. And that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah. I don't think he would.
No.
I think he's just doing it because it's in the news right now. And
he wants to make waves.
It's a topic I can do or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. But I think we've spent enough time speaking about Trump and guns, so we're going to get ourselves into trouble if we talk about it too much.
Yeah, the FBI are watching.
Yeah, but thanks, thanks for your comment.
Hi, Agent Simmons.
Yes, hey. Matthew Long, 1978.
Hey, how's it going?
Great video, as always.
Thank you very much.
I have a question. I've recently decided to get into some retro gaming and picked up a Sega Mega Drive to relive some of my fondest teenage memories.
Nice.
Playing the likes of Revenge of Shinobi, Ghouls and Ghosts, and Castle of Illusion.
Oh, very good.
Just wondered what console you enjoyed way back when, and some of the games you played.
Well, the NES, obviously I grew up on the NES, Castlevania, Super Mario 3, well, all the Super Marios really, but Super Mario 3, that was a good one. And the Super Nintendo, obviously Super Metroid being my favourite game of all time on that console. Yeah, and then obviously every console. I just love them all. I grew up on them all.
Yeah.
Well, the earliest one for me was the NES. Since then, though, I have gone back and played things like the Atari and stuff before it. But mainly the NES. I was a Nintendo kid.
Yeah, so I was Mega Drive, Sega Mega Drive. So I had Aladdin, Castle of Illusion, all the Sonic games.
Yeah.
The Lion King, which was brutally difficult.
It was hard, wasn't it?
And then I went from that to PlayStation. So back there in the Toshinden and Resident Evil and that kind of Wipeout.
Oh yeah, Wipeout.
That kind of stuff.
Classic.
Yes. P.S. I watched Zombievers. Not sure I can top that one, especially the innuendos about beavers.
Oh, I hope you were gonna come back with another movie recommendation.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah. For me to watch. But yeah, actually, if anyone has got movie recommendations that you'd like us to watch, the weirder the better. Obviously, we've just talked about Zombievers. So yeah, any weird movies like that, drop them in the comments. We'll check them out, and if we like them, we'll let you know about it.
Yeah, that could be quite funny.
Yeah.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks for coming. Thanks. And lastly, we have David Reynolds.
Hey, there he is, right in there.
Right, David. Let me give you some live loving as well. Hey guys, me again to annoy you lastly. So I find myself more and more wanting a Switch, as I can see some mental games in the future in my head, but also still hating the brand new $250 or so price tag. I still see it's a really good gaming tablet rather than a console, and I'm struggling to accept it at that price. I could go cheaper and get second hand for around 170 to $200, usually with a game included, but there's always that second hand risk factor. So I was wanting your advice on whether to save for full or go for second hand.
Well, you know me, I always buy brand new.
I have to always buy brand new because you don't know where it's come from.
You know the history of the product if you buy it straight away. It's yours.
You've got a warranty, you've got guarantee. 9 times out of 10, you don't know why that console is second hand.
Yeah. Did they just decide they needed money to sell it? Yeah. Or was there something wrong with it?
Did they drop it?
Yeah.
Did they... Yeah.
And it's just like, at the end of the day, no one is going to look after your stuff better than you are. So get a new console, and you know that you're going to take care of that and make sure that you keep it safe and nothing's gone wrong with it. And yeah, so I would say get a new one. I mean, if you're going to invest in something like the Switch, then why wouldn't you want to buy a brand new one?
Yeah.
I know you're saying that you see it as just a gaming tablet, which, yeah, I can totally see why.
Yeah.
But when you plug that thing in the TV and you've got your Pro controller...
It's a normal console, and it feels like a normal console. It's great.
It does not feel like you're not playing a console. I mean, I played Doom on it, like at my parents' house over Christmas holiday, had that plugged into the dock on the big TV, was there freaking playing away. It was amazing. I totally forgot I was playing on a Switch, and then like when I had to go upstairs to bed, I'd take it with me. I'll be playing in bed with it, and it's the same experience right there on the handheld. So it is really good. It's much more than a gaming tablet because obviously you've got the cartridges. It's got the support of Nintendo. So you're not only getting like a nice console that you can take anywhere, but you're getting these big brands supporting it as well, and the big franchises are coming to it. Doom, Dark Souls, and it can run on this stuff. You know, it's dedicated hardware for that, and yeah, I think it's much more than a tablet, even though it definitely looks like a tablet.
Yeah, it definitely does, but no, it's so much more than that. Second part, also for Bren. I'm going for a Wacom Intuos straw as per your recommendation, but was worried if my basic laptop could handle it and the software.
Well, I don't think you've got a problem with your laptop handling the pen and tablet itself, because it comes with its own software and drivers that you just pop in there and it'll work. Photoshop is another thing that might sap every ounce of RAM that you have in the laptop. I think for Photoshop, no less than 4 gig RAM, or maybe 6 would be best. But you can set how much memory Photoshop uses in its menu. So, or you could get Photoshop CS2, which is kind of roaming around the internet for free now. So you can have that, and that uses relatively low resources that would probably work fine on your laptop. And it would definitely work with, you know, for your Wacom. So just to at least give you a go with it and stuff like that. Or GIMP has come on leaps and bounds now, and that's completely free software that runs on most stuff and uses relatively low resources. So lots of options there. But yeah, I'm sure you'll have no problem running your Wacom on your laptop, unless your laptop's like archaic. But if you bought it within the last couple of years, I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah, it should be alright.
Yeah.
Lastly, he's 100% sure that they're going to be a new, upgraded, or different version of the Switch this year, which makes him wonder, should he just wait?
Well,
I don't know, because Nintendo have came out and said that they're not doing a revision on it this year. They're going to stay with the original one, and they want it to last for at least another 4 to 5 years.
Yeah.
So they're going to constantly support it. So
I don't know. I mean, it's like,
it's one of them. But then again, PlayStation, Sony also said there wouldn't be a PS4 Slim. But look what happened.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's up to you. It's your money at the end of the day. But for me, I'd just get in there. Just get in there. There's loads of great games on it already. Just go for it. Save up, get it if you can afford it.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Come through with a buy consoles brand new every single day on at day one. We're probably not the best to give consumer advice.
No,
but yeah, just get it.
Yeah, just buy it.
Just buy it. Buy it now. Buy it quick. But thanks, David. Thanks for your comment.
Thank you
and
very
that's
much.
it.
Nice. We've reached the end. That was a long one, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're getting a lot of comments now, which is great. I'm loving the interaction coming from the community.
Absolutely, and we're glad you're enjoying it too. And if you'd like to leave us a comment for us to read out next week, make sure you do that below about anything that we've spoken about today, or something completely different, whatever you want. And of course, your suggestions for what's in my cup, drop those down below as well. And yeah, so I think that's all the time we've got for
it. Yes.
Lovely. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the old like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, I've been Bren.
I've been Jay.
And we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. What's in my cup? What's in my cup? Answers in the comments.